So as part of sustainability and taking care of environment, producing food more sustainably, I wanted to show you one of the crucial pieces, plant and cover crop. Plant and cover crop is one of the core components of improving sustainability on the farm. We're going to show you how that works. So we just harvested this farm yesterday. Now today I'm out planting some cover crop onto this farm. This is all no-till. We've been no-till on our farm for a long time. We started experimenting with no-till in 1978, long time ago. We've been continuously no-tilling soybeans since 1986. Now we've been cover cropping every acre for the last 5. This will be 6th year that this farm has had cover crop on it. And this cover crop is a cereal rye blend. Cereal rye is the most versatile cover crop, easy to overwinter, easy to plant your soybeans into the following spring. You can plant corn into it as well, and it's pretty easy to terminate, so people like it because it's cheap, cost effective, gets really good growth, overwinters really easily, and you can terminate it and get a lot of benefit. As I'm planting the cover crop here, we've got the drill hooked up to our tractor. This tractor is used for multiple different components of our farming operation, and we have a 20-foot drill hooked up to that. I'm running everything off of a GPS. It's all on auto steer, driving no-handed. So part of this cover crop is to really implement the principles of soil health. We've demonstrated a lot of those principles on this farm in particular. Those principles are to keep armor on the soil at all times. That means keeping that crop residue, keeping that soil protected. Minimize disturbance, no tillage, do not influence the soil, do not disrupt the soil. Keep it living root at all times. We have to have photosynthesis, pulling carbon out of the atmosphere, feeding those microbes. We just harvested this crop yesterday, so now we don't have a corn crop out here anymore to feed those soil microbes, so we gotta plant a new species to survive over the winter. We need to implement diversity into the system. I'm only planting a single species cereal rye blend here today, but even that at least is something a little bit different versus only corn and soybeans. We have lots of different trials. We've tried up to 25 different types of cover crop species. The 5th principle of soil health is to implement livestock. We do not have this one really working on our farm yet, besides our underground livestock, our earthworms, and our microbes. This drill setup works really well for us. We're able to use this no-till drill to slice through the crop residue, and the seed that is in this drill comes directly out the back, down the tube, and directly into the soil, down behind this double pizza cutter, this double disc opener. We've got a harrow on the back, it just smooths things back out and leaves a nice consistent field just like that one across the way. This cereal rye, we actually grew it ourselves. And this rye survives the winter really well. It'll grow to be up to 5-6 foot tall in the spring and be able to provide a lot of different benefits for our operation. A key thing with cover crops is that they can really help us to improve water quality, sequester carbon, and improve water efficiencies to reduce flooding. These items all influence the taxpayer, they all influence companies, insurance companies, government entities, and we want to work together from the farm to those end users to help us to cover some of the costs of being able to put in the cover crop, help us to overcome some of the risk of using a new practice like cover crops. There is a lot of risk involved in changing your practices. There's equipment costs. That setup behind me is super expensive, but you have to get the right equipment to do things correct. And the benefits that we're creating here are not only for our own farm and for the life in our soil, but also for everybody outside of the farm, everybody downriver, everybody that's breathing this air. We want to work together to help and get everybody working towards common goals where the upside is shared and the dollars are flowing effectively to those who are providing the best services for the environment. On the farm, we're seeing massive gains in terms of improving our soil health, building nice, healthy soils. And we got lots and lots of earthworms to prove it. This was just in the first little handful of soil that I grabbed. These earthworms are everywhere, and they've got a lot of food that they need to eat here over the winter. We would love to discuss more about cover crops with you, evaluate ways that we can all be working together to get cover crops on more farming acres around the country, and be able to help show farmers that there's a lot of gains to be had when it comes to improving soil health. Hit us up on our website for a lot more information.